So in this particular video we're going to take a look and a little bit of an insight into PGA Tour player Dahmen and his preparations for the Open this week at Royal St George's. So luckily I got a little bit of access to him. He had a little bit of a warm-up round just at a local course near to St George's, and we managed to walk sort of 18 holes. So I've captured a little bit some content with him, just picking his brains on his preparation for the Open, what's he may be doing. Quite an interesting video this in terms of his golf equipment and how much he knows about his equipment, so quite interesting to listen to this, so hopefully enjoy the video. So how much experience have you got on the links?
Not much. This is only my second time over here, and I played a little bit at Dahmen Dunes in Oregon, so very little. I grew up in some wind though. Where I grew up in Eastern Washington, there was a decent amount of wind, so I think I'm a good wind player. But I'm not very good at using the ground. I'm definitely fly the ball and spin it. So something we'll work on this week, and probably be bumping it and using putters around the green a lot more. Yeah, so here at the Open Championship, I don't change much for my setup. I've played the Gen 2 irons for a couple years, love them. I don't change irons that often. I haven't tested anything new, so I'm sticking with my old trusties. Plenty of dings in there, but they still go straight. One thing I may change is my lob wedge on my Sugar Daddy. I might change the grind on it or the bounce, depending on course conditions. We'll check that out kind of when we get to the course. So that would be the only thing, but my setup has not changed for many years, and don't plan on it for this week either. So there's a couple different approaches that guys take on tour. Some guys know everything about their clubs, their specs, loft lies, shafts. I don't do that. I don't know much about golf clubs. I've had the same shaft in my iron since I was 15, so I mean that's 18 years. The guys I work with at PGA are awesome. I trust them, you know, to get me dialed in. So we'll do some lofts and lie check, but it's not something that I dig into. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a mad scientist, I guess. So yeah, it's something that I trust. I work with Joel Kreibel, and he gets me dialed in.
So if you're on the range then, and you're literally looking at ball flight to determine whether that...
So I will sometimes look at TrackMan numbers, let my coach do a lot more of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, if it's coming out the right window that I think it's coming out, and the spin's good on it, then I'm gonna put it in play. But it's not something I mess around with too often.
And a lot of feel.
A lot of feel, exactly, yeah. And I know what, if I hit a shot and the ball's coming off a little funky, then what I think, then I'm gonna check the golf club. I trust myself with that I know, like, if I make a good pass at it, then I should be expecting it coming out the proper window, and if it's not doing that, then I'll get them checked out.